Hello everybody, this is Renee, and Tom and I are on the Ultimate World Cruise, and we are stopping in Taiwan and 2 ports in Japan. Our first stop is in Taipei, Taiwan, and we are greeted by a fireboat. Our excursion is going to be a crown and anchor excursion to the tallest building in Taipei. When we docked, the weather was overcast and rainy. As we traveled on the bus to the tallest building, Taipei 101, I'll give you a brief history. It once was the tallest building in the world at a staggering 509 meters or 1,669 feet. Of the 101 floors, we're only going to go up to floor 87. But first we have to take many escalators before we can get to the express elevator that will take us up in less than 40 seconds. We all stop to take pictures of the beautiful flowers. As we all get in the elevator, it takes 36 seconds. Your ears start popping, it goes so fast. Oh, and did I tell you, we have the top floor to ourselves. It was not open to the public. They put on some great shows for us. They also had a puppet show, but I couldn't understand a thing. After the entertainment, we found this cool elephant picture that actually outlined Taipei's landscape. The view was absolutely beautiful. After looking at these spectacular views, we got to go up 1 floor, and we found a massive wind damper. It is a staggering 727 tons. It helps reduce the swaying of the building from strong winds. From there, we retreated to a lunch reception with live music. After lunch, Tom and I explored the building on our own, and then we explored Taipei. There were street performers everywhere. And the public bathrooms have a bidet. We headed on back to the ship to celebrate Easter, and we gave out candy to some of the crew.
Ishigaki will be delayed by approximately 1 hour. As you already know, international rules and regulations require for us to have a pilot on board for arrival and departure. And this is a requirement all over the world, and Ishigaki is no exception to this rule. However, due to limited pilot availability in this area, the pilot assigned to the serenade for today's arrival had to fly from Okinawa, and unfortunately has been delayed in arriving to Ishigaki, which in turn means that we will be late also.
Tom and I didn't have an excursion planned here, so we walked around. Because we were walking around and the weather started looking bad, we didn't want to get too far from the port. We checked out the local architecture and then also went down some back alleys. We found a local shopping area just in case it started to rain, which was a good thing because when we got back on the ship, it poured the rain. The next day, we docked in Okinawa, Japan. Tom and I took an Uber to go to the aquarium, or so we thought. I put in the wrong address for the Uber driver and we ended up at a mall at a fish aquarium. So of course we used the restrooms here. So we got an Uber and we drove another hour and a half to the 3rd largest aquarium in the world. This was a 4-story aquarium, and it was fabulous. The first thing we did was the indoor exhibits. They are one of the few aquariums in the world that have a whale shark, and it was feeding. We have never seen this before. Manta rays, stingrays, and spotted eagles were all in the same tank. Of course, the sharks were separate. What we didn't expect to see was all the dead fish. This giant squid was unbelievable. This giant squid was found on the beach on the Sea of Japan. There was so many embalmed fish on display. Including a great white shark. Tom and I got to step inside the jaws of a megalodon. As we left the indoor display, we went to another level to see the dugongs, or the sea cows. They were feeding on a smorgasbord of lettuce and cabbage. On to the next level and the turtles and dolphins. At first I thought all these rocks were turtles laying on the bottom of the pool. This sea turtle pool is home of 8 endangered species. And of course they had a baby sea turtle pool. We got down to the lower level just in time for the dolphin show. These animals put on a fabulous show. As we were getting ready to exit the building, we saw the Piece of Peace, which was a very large whale shark Lego display, which was just fabulous. And this is where we decided that we needed to get an Uber ride back. Unbeknownst to us, there was no Ubers this far away from the ship. Not being able to speak the language and finally using Google Translate, we were able to secure a taxi on the way back to the ship. However, because we messed up the first time and went to the mall first, it was a 2-hour ride back, which cost almost $200. We made it back to the ship right on time, and before boarding, we grabbed a bite at McDonald's. If you enjoy traveling with us, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more exciting adventures. See you at the next port.